As we have seen in the previous videos and in general in the preparation of the IELTS, the vocabulary has a crucial role in the exam. But the real question is, how can I demonstrate that I have a broad vocabulary, that I have many terms that I can use? Well, there are some practical strategies that I'm going to share with you today so you can really express your vocabulary and all the terms you know at your best. The first one is to know many synonyms and antonyms and try to use them as much as possible. So an example could be therefore, so you use once therefore, another time you can use as a consequence, however, nevertheless. All these linking words are words that you may repeat, but we don't want to repeat any single word in such a short text of 250 words. So you should avoid repetition as much as possible, and the way to do this is to use synonyms and antonyms. So whenever you learn a new word, try to look for some synonyms and antonyms. Insert the words in a logical structure and use these linking connection words to make a clear structure. So for example, say in the first place, in the second place, the former, the latter, on one hand, on the other hand. Another way to express fully your vocabulary is to use specific lexicon. So instead of saying at school, in the history class, I've learned many things. That's very general and it doesn't really show your formal academic vocabulary and lexicon. So I would use a more specific word like topics, or I have discussed many different areas, or different centuries or population, anything that is very specific to that area and that context. Of course, all the slangs and general vulgar words are banned. Be very careful when you find a word on the internet and check from the vocabulary if this is a correct word to use. Also, to insert in the right context, I strongly advise to use context reversal because they not only give you a definition of the words, but they give you also example of a sentence where you can use it. Because there is a mistake that many students makes, is that they would use a new word they discover but in a completely wrong way. So you want to avoid this situation. We are going to share now a bit of glossaries. They are divided into categories and you can pause this video here, write those words down, look for synonyms, antonyms and for the meaning, and maybe write even a sentence with this word so you can know also in which context you can use it. Another advice that I've been sharing also in the previous IELTS Writing Task 1 is to look on Google for IELTS Writing Task 2 vocabulary PDF, where you can find, download, print, learn, memorize, apply so many new terms divided in categories, and you can find it easily online and for free. And in these glossaries we have looked at more categories related to providing explanation and highlighted some specific words like hence and thus, because they are very academic and you will use them really a lot at university as well. Another very useful resource is Thesaurus. It's a website where you can find all the synonyms and antonyms of a specific word. I have used it so much during my university experience, and it has really helped me to take my essay, my reports to the next level. Also, Grammarly can suggest you some synonyms so you can always expand and show your vocabulary. Of course, these are resources that you will use when preparing to the actual exam, but you cannot use them for the exam on that day. In the next video, we are going to look at more details how to plan the writing of the task 2 of the IELTS.